Shalom everyone, it's called Torah, and today we will discuss the Parsha of the week, Parashat Vayishlach. In this Parsha, the Torah describes the returning home of Yaakov. After a long while of not being in the land of Israel, Yaakov is on his way with his family, with his little kids, and the flock that he was able to possess through hard work, back to his homeland. However, the return home was not just easy and smooth as he wanted. He had to confront his brother Esau, who was very unhappy with him as a result of Yaakov stealing the blessings from him, as we know from last week's Torah portion and 2 weeks ago. What I would like to focus with you today is about really one sentence that Yaakov says to Esau. Yaakov sent messengers to Esau to try to appease him and to try to prepare him for the meeting between him and Esau. And one of the messages that Yaakov says to Esau is, Im Lavan garti. I dwelled with Lavan, with my father-in-law. Rashi, Rabbi Shlomo Yitzchaki, the French commentator, explains something very interesting. He says, when you look at the word garti, Gimel, Reish, Taf, Yud, which means in English, I dwelled, if you play with the letters, it's Taryag, Taf, Reish, Yud, Gimel. Taryag is the amount of mitzvot, of commandments that we have in the Torah, 613 commandments. Basically, Yaakov says to Esau, I dwelled with Lavan, but even though I dwelled with Lavan, who was a cheater, who was an immoral person, an unethical person, I did two things. I observed all the Torah that I knew, and also I did not learn and I was not influenced by his bad and evil deeds. That's what Rashi says. But when we pause and we think about it for a second, there's something very strange. If Yaakov claims that he observed all the commandments, so obviously he was not influenced by Lavan, by his father-in-law. Because if he would, he will not be able to observe the commandments. So what exactly is the meaning of, in a way, what it seems to be at first glance as a repetition? I learned and I observed all the commandments, and I was not influenced by Lavan. Sure, you were not. I think that Yaakov is sending us a tremendous message. Yaakov could observe the entire Torah, but still be influenced by Lavan's unethical and immoral behavior. What does it mean? It means that you can be committed to all the commandments, but still be an unethical person. What Yaakov was telling Esau was, I am committed, I was committed, and I'm going to be committed, and I'm not going to be influenced by evil deeds. Because I understand, says Yaakov, that the meaning of a real, meaningful Torah life is not that I am observant in the study hall and then I'm unethical when I'm at the marketplace. Or that I'm very committed to Torah and commandments while I'm davening in shul, but then when I'm at home with my family, I'm unethical. Or that I'm fully committed and observant in the public domain, but in the private domain, I'm unethical. A true Torah life is to fulfill the commandments and to be in the most ethical and moral levels that we can accomplish. When we think about this message of Yaakov, I think it's so relevant and has tremendous ramifications to our lives. And the upcoming holiday of Hanukkah, I think, should remind us that sometimes a very tunnel vision that it's only about how do I fulfill commandments, and then I'm forgetting my duties and my obligation to society, to morality, is not a good combination. A good Torah person, a person who believes in our traditions, in our rituals, in our beliefs, understand that it comes hand in hand. The 10 Commandments, the 2 tablets were given to us together, where on one side you have the laws and the commandments between you and God, and at the last commandment on the first tablet, it already talks about our relationship with others. And then it leads us to the second tablet that talks all about societal laws. Because we believe that we have a dual responsibility, that it's really one. It's our obligation to Hashem and obligation to other humankind. And that's what Yaakov said. Yaakov said to Esav, don't think that I have a tunnel vision and only one thing that I care about. But I really care about everything. I care about, obviously, my growth, my spiritual growth for me and for my family. But I never lose sight for my surrounding, for my community and the general community as well. When we think about our lives, we need to try to emulate Yaakov's message. We are committed to our learning and to our observancy. And at the same time, we are aspire and inspire others to live our lives in the most ethical and moral way we can. Thank you.